Thanks for coming in. I got goodies to share with you guys, and I didn't want to wait until not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday to share them because, oh, for Pete's sake, I accidentally signed out. Now I got to sign back in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're doing well. I thought, since it's quiet here, that I would go ahead and go like, Anna Marie, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so, so much. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Winding down the weekend, right? Winding it down. Okay, make sure that you are on live chat, which is up at the top of your chat box where it says top chat. Click on that, and another box will drop down that says live chat. Click on the live chat, and then that way you'll be able to see everybody's comments in the chat box. Okay, so you don't miss anything. Anna Marie. Can you hear me okay? David, hi. Hi, Karen. My sister's here, Jibby. David, I'm so glad you're here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling well. I know that you were a little bit under the weather there for a while, but I hope you're feeling better. So nice to see you, David. Thanks for coming in. So it's beautiful outside right now here. We had a storm come through. Francine, hi. Oh, good. David, you need to take it every day. Hi, Jody. Hi. Thanks for coming in. I love Lainey's blanket color combination so far. It is going to be so pretty. It's going to be so pretty. So we had a storm come through in the 6 o'clock hour here, and we had some thunder, and we had a very nice, steady, straight down rain for about 35 minutes. Only 88 tomorrow, Karen? Yeah, right? So guess what? We are at 73 degrees right now. We're supposed to be in the low 70s or the high 70s and the low 80s all week this week. So there you go. So the storms that have come through, I got to get this light right so I don't look like dark. I have all the lights on but it's got a glare right there. Okay. I have all the lights on in the family room, and you may see, let's fix this for my sister, because that's the only reason she's here. Is to see the cats, right? The only reason she's here is to see the cats. David, we have a new family member here at Lilleybugglane. His name is Jolly, so you might get to see him while we're chatting. Yeah, it is a nice break from the heat. It is. So I know that there's been some pretty bad storms. So I know Max Velocity has been live this evening so far. And I think he was live yesterday too. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a great weekend. We're getting ready for the last week of June, aren't we? How in the world did that happen so fast? Right? June, just like that. We can't help it, can we? Time marches on. That might be an idiom. Oh, you've been in Iowa. Yeah. Well, he'll show up here. That's his little toy right there. That's not him. That's his little toy right there. But Chewy went upstairs to watch the Pirates game. So the Buddy and Sir and Buttons are probably up there. And Jolly's around here somewhere. He's around here somewhere. He'll come out at some point, I'm quite sure. Because he can't make it up the steps yet. He tried to make it up the steps today. So I was Murphy oil soaping the stairs because we have hardwood steps here at Lilleybugglane. And I Swiffered them off and then I did the hot mopping on them, and then I did Murphy's oil soap on them, right? Well, as I was doing the Murphy's oil soap, Jolly, wanders into the foyer area, and he kind of looks at what I'm doing, and then he kind of goes up onto the first step, which was wet, and then he jumped down. So he wasn't going to try it. So we have to keep a close eye. Because if he's going to try it, I want somebody to be there to supervise him, right? I want somebody to be there to supervise him. So anyway, here we are at the end of June, right? We had a double rainbow. Fran, I have goodies to share, Fran, and I couldn't wait for 2 Wednesdays, because this coming Wednesday is our Conspiracy Theory Wednesday, and things run a little bit different during circle time, remember? So I have some goodies here, and I wanted to share them with you so that I can get them put away lickety split, right? Because we have to keep things neat and tidy here at Lilleybugglane. We certainly do. As always, I have my my cucumber water, and I have super de-duper hot green tea that Chewy just made me. So we'll see how that goes. We had a double rainbow. After the storm that came through here a little while ago, we had a double rainbow. So that was very, very nice, wasn't it? It was. And we got a nice rain. So all of the plants and the grass and everything, no, I didn't. The bottom one was intense, more intense than the top one. And the top one, you could only see the bend of it right there. You couldn't see the whole thing. So, but I did not get a picture of it. I'm not a real rainbow picture taker. I'm not. I like to look at them, but I'm not so keen on taking pictures of them. Although, when we lived in West Virginia, I have hard copy pictures, right? Because this was before. Are you? That's very interesting, Fran. That's very interesting. That's probably a good idea. When we were in West Virginia, this was before digital cameras, right? So this was in 2001, okay? I have hard copy pictures that I'll have to see if I can find them of a rainbow that was in our neighborhood, and I got it going into a tree in our neighbor's yard. The end of the rainbow went into the tree, and I have a whole series of pictures, so I'll have to see if I can find them to share them with you. But anyway, we had a double rainbow. So I think that's extra lucky, right? I think it's extra lucky because rainbows are lucky, aren't they? And they're God's promise not to flood the earth again, right? I believe that's how the story goes, right? Because when he flooded the earth, when Noah built the ark and he flooded the earth, after it stopped raining, a rainbow appeared, and that was God's promise not to flood the earth again, right? I think that's how it goes. So let me know if I have my Bible story right. Let me know. So anyway, let me share my goodies. Oh, Jody, it is right. I got it right. Oh, yay. Yay. But I'll try and find those pictures because they're really, really good pictures that I took. And it was before digital cameras were even a thing. So it'll be fun to look at some hard copy pictures. And I will look for those for everybody because I would like to share them. So you all know, thank you, Fran. I'm trying. You're rubbing off on me. So you all know that I had an impromptu live a couple of days ago. And I had gone to the Goodwill here, or Friday. We had gone to my local Goodwill, and we had gone to the Sharon Goodwill on our Friday fun night, right? Well, then I mentioned at Saturday at the Sink that we might go out of our area, out of our town, city, to another Goodwill that I like to go to, right? And this is the one that's more expensive because it's in a different region. So the one that we just went to yesterday is in the Pittsburgh region. My Goodwill and the Sharon Goodwill are in the Youngstown, Ohio region. Because, you know, we're right on the border of Pennsylvania and Ohio. So it's a hop, skip, and a jump, right? So anyway, we ended up going. We went. And guess what? I found some goodies. I certainly did. So I want to share them with you. And then we'll have a little bit of a chat. We'll have a little bit of a chat. So, not last summer, or well, last year, okay? I did, Fran. I did. But pretend like I didn't tell you. Okay, so last year at my Goodwill, I found these Ralph Lauren Black Label wedges. Okay, last year at my Goodwill, Ralph Lauren Black Label espadrilles or wedges, whatever you want to call them. Okay, brand new. They were still in the box. Okay, and I think because they were in the glass case that they keep up at the front of the store where the more expensive stuff is, I think I paid $15 for these, okay? New in the box. And I got these last year, okay? Now there's a reason I'm showing you these, okay? So I already have these Lauren wedges from before. So then we go to the out of town Butler, Pennsylvania Goodwill. And I find these. These are chaps, which is a Ralph Lauren line of the apparel that they do. These are chaps. And these are a wedge also. And they look like they have very minimal wear. The only thing I can see is right here is just worn just a little bit. But so I got these, and these were $9.99. Okay, all right, I'll do that, Karen. Okay, this is the one that I just bought. Okay, this is the one that I bought last year. So this is the Black Label Ralph Lauren one. This is the Chaps, which is their less expensive line. So you can see the difference is the heel, right? Because this has a tighter jute than this one. And you can see the glue where they put the shoe together. Right? So I got this, and these were $9.99. So, and I love these. These are super comfortable. So now I have a same pair, but a different pair. So, and that's how I roll. If I find something I like, I look for more of them. But this has a nice heel cover, so you won't, you know, your heel has a little bit of a support here, so you're not flip-flopping, right? And then you've got a little bit of a heel, not a whole big lot of heel, and you do have nice toe coverage here also. And these are black. They're black. So I got these for $9.99. Super happy with those. Because, you know, we talked about the fact that I exclusively wear like wedges or clogs now because I like the height. Okay. So I'm looking for, oh, you're good, Mom. You're good. You're not late. I'm looking for tops. I'm looking for skirts. I'm looking for dresses. Okay. Those are my three major things. So I found this by Liz Claiborne, and this is a petite. This is a 6 petite. This is hot pink. And this is a sleeveless top, just a hot pink. Hi, Jen. Hi. Just a hot pink sleeveless top. It's got no princess seaming in it, but it's got nice little white buttons. And then the back has the pleat in the back. So this is hot pink. I'm very, very excited about this. So I found that. Excuse me. And this was $4.99. Now, the interesting thing is that the Goodwill over in Butler has these tags on their clothing, and this is how they ring up. So instead of having like the colored plastic, what do you call that, jiggy thing that hangs out? So anyway, so I got that. Super excited about that. I thought $4.99 was a good price, and it's in beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. I saw a lot of J. Crew also, but it was in they were too big of sizes for me. Then I found this. Super excited about this. I was on the fence about this, but Chewy said go ahead and get it. This is from Old Navy. This is new with tags. Regularly $34.99. I got it for $4.99. It is a small, and it's just an eyelet shirt, peasant style. So I will be wearing a tank top underneath of this, right? Because you can see it's a little bit transparent. Very lightweight white cotton eyelet. It's got this nice little ruffle here at the short sleeve, and then it ties in the front, and it still has the tags on it from Old Navy, and I paid $4.99, so I'm happy about that. So very excited about that too. Then I got this, which is Land's End, and I paid $5.99 for this. And I think I'm going to have to shape this on the sides, okay? I'm going to have to try it on first, but I'm going to have to shape it on the sides because I think it's like a straight down shirt the way it looks to me, but I will have to try it on to see. But I got this, and this is Land's End. Now this has a, what would you call this? Would this be a bateau neck, Mom, or would this be a boat neck? I don't think it's a ballet neck, if anybody knows. I think it's more of a bateau neck. But anyway, so this is what it is. It's black and white, leopard print. And this is kind of silky, and it's kind of like got a little bit of a stretch to it. I think it's going to be at my wrist, more towards my wrist. Not a true long sleeve, but I think it's going to be more towards my wrist. And then it has the black trim up here at the top. And it just has a straight bottom. But I think I'm going to have to try it on because you see how it's boxy looking. So I might have to just kind of slim it in just a little bit to give it a little bit of fitting. And this is Land's End. So I was happy to find this. So we'll see. It might be a little longer, maybe like a tunic. So we'll see. Then I found this, and you know that I walk outside sometimes when I feel like sweating. I walk outside sometimes, and even when it starts to turn chilly, I like to walk outside. And this is Under Armour, and I paid $5.79 for this, and this is a hot pink. You're probably like, Lala, don't you buy any other colors but hot pink, black, and white? Very rarely, friends, very rarely. Although that tangerine dress, I can't wait to wear it. It's washed and hanging downstairs drying. But this is a hot pink over shirt that I can wear walking outside. And it's bright enough, right, that it'll be highly visible. So I'll look like a pink highlighter, which is the best color of highlighters. So I'm excited about this. And this is just long sleeves. Does it have, yep, it has a thumb hole in it. So that'll be good. And then it just zips up. It's a quarter zip. And then your Under Armour logo is very subtle right there. Because if I wear it with the collar down, you won't even see the Under Armour. Is it neon? Yes, I would say it's neon, but it's got a marl to it, Mom. Do you see that? It's got a marl to it, so it's got some white mixed in with it. So I got this for $5.79. So I'm excited about this because I don't like to be cold when I walk, although I do get warm quickly, and I can just take this off and tie it around the waist. You know what I mean? Okay, this, I can't figure out if this reminds me of the 70s or if it reminds me of the 80s. So you all let me know what it reminds you of, okay? I flip-flopped back and forth on this, and Chewy said to me, Lala, if we drive away from here and you mention this item, he says, I'm gonna give you the what about it. And I said, okay, I'll go ahead and get it. Now, this is a division of Liz Claiborne. I believe it, I'm not going to say vintage, but it is an older line of Liz Claiborne. Okay, and it's called Meg Allen. Okay, now I've never heard of that before. I paid $4.99 for this. This is a medium, so I might have to take it in a little bit on the sides, and I might have to tighten the wrist buttons, which will be fine because that'll make the sleeve more fancy. Okay, you tell me what this reminds you of, the 70s or the 80s. Okay. I don't know. You'll know why I liked it, but here we go. Does this remind you of the 70s or does it remind you of the 80s? This is just a blouse. It's a polyester blouse. On the diagonal, black and white. It has breast darts right here. It's long sleeves with a nice cuff on it. Jody says 70s. I thought 70s too as soon as I saw it. My sister says funky 70s. I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I loved it. It's a medium, Mom. Here, let's do this. Because I just have this cashmere cardigan on from Bath and Body Works that I got at, and this is just a Sam's long sleeve. I don't know what it was about this. The first thing I thought was Saturday Night Fever, which I don't know why I thought that, but it was the diagonal that got me. Yeah, it might be. It might be, Karen. Okay, I'm going to try this on because my mom says it looks really big. So let's see. Now, I'm between a small and an extra small. And if this is vintage, then it's going to be smaller than today's mediums, right? Because you realize that like the smalls, mediums, and larges of today are not the small, medium, and larges of, say, in the 80s or the 70s, right? Because they've adjusted the sizes, right? So I can already tell I'm going to love this. Oh, with a pair of black slacks. Okay. Okay, so it might be a little relaxed, Mom. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. This is my test. Okay, that's good. Whenever we would try on things, my mother would always have us cross our arms in front of us like this to test the back to see if it was okay. Let me stand up here. Look at this. See how it matches up? That is quality, friends. That is quality, right? I just have on black leggings. So imagine this tucked in to black pants. Oh, I love it. Stop it. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it the rest of the time we're talking. I certainly am, because I love it so much. Don't you think it's pretty? I do. Let's pop the collar and see if we can do that. Because this is it's polyester, so I don't think it'll stay up. Because it's got a silkiness to it. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm so glad I didn't leave it, right? I'm feeling around. Oh, right, Karen? Yeah, it looks better on than flat. You're right, Mom. Okay, there we go. Now I won't look like Minnie Pearl. Now I'll just itch until I get that thing out. Wait, it's right there. Okay, there it is. You think so too? Yeah. Oh, a big black bow, or, even this, a big black fabric flower. Hello. Okay. I'm fancy. Damn it, I'm fancy. Don't tell me I'm not fancy, because guess what? I'm fancy. I mean, this would look beautiful with a straight black skirt, wouldn't it? Black slacks. Let me tell you something, friends. I am seriously contemplating. I've spoken to my mother about this. I know. I've spoken to my mother about this. I have spoken to my sister about this. I have spoken to some friends about this. I am seriously contemplating stopping wearing jeans. I'm seriously contemplating it. I'm seriously contemplating going to slacks or trousers and not wearing jeans anymore. I'm thinking about it. So I am, right? I know, right? I don't know about a pencil skirt, Anna Marie. I don't know about a pencil, but a straight. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want anything that's like, you know what I mean? But definitely a straight skirt, right? Like a straight, like right up, either right above the knee or right at the knee, right? Hello. Do you know what I think? I kind of feel like 70s New York in this. Like CC Guest. I don't know, Mom. You and I have talked about this. I don't know. I don't know. I've never, let me tell you all something, okay? Oh, yes, I would, Francine. Yes, I would. Do you, David? That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Can I tell you, I'm the same way. Mary Tyler Moore. Oh, thank you, Karen. I do too, Anna Marie. And I never saw my mother in jeans. My sister and I have never seen my mother in jeans. My mother has always worn slacks, or now that she's older, she wears jeggings because that's what all her contemporaries wear, which I keep telling her, don't do that. But anyway, my sister and I never saw my mother in jeans. Okay? And I was born in the 60s. My sister was born in the 70s. But we never saw my mother in jeans. Now, my mom was a big stretch and sew doer. You know what I mean? Thank you, Anna Marie. I'm trying. And David, let me tell you something. I always look in the men's section because I'm not only shopping for myself, but I'm shopping for Louise and my Ginger Snap, my daughter-in-law, Bunny, and Chewy, right? There are so many high-end dress shirts for men in the men's department now of the Goodwills or thrift stores, okay? Now, I know that a lot of people say, oh, my Goodwill's poo-poo, or I don't have good stuff at my Goodwill, things like that. Go to a different area and go to their Goodwill. You know what I mean? Go to a higher end area and go to their Goodwill. Now, are the prices going to be the same as your poo-poo Goodwill? Maybe not, but they're still going to be a hell of a lot better than you would pay retail, right? And you are doing the environment a favor by not having the clothes go into a landfill or get put on a barge and sent over to India, because that's where they end up. Okay? So, oh my gosh. Wait till Chewy sees me in this shirt. He is going to want to dance like Saturday Night Fever. Look at this sleeve. Look at this sleeve. Look at how fabulous that is. I love a good cuff. I know, Mom. I know. I'm just thinking about it, okay? I'm just thinking about it. And I'm closer to 60 now, right? I'm closer to 60 than I am to 55, okay? So if I don't, once I'm 60, okay, I'm probably going to give up jeans. I'm going to let my hair go natural unless my color goes up to $15. You know what I mean? But I grew up in an era, right? And it could be just the area in the South that I grew up in. I went to charm school, and it just makes me so sad to see people today when we're out and about. And I'll say to Chewy, look how sad they look. Look how sad they look. Oh, the slopification of America. That's really good. Look. Oh my gosh. I am in love with this shirt. Now, to find this in different colors, right? Now, this is Meg Allen for Liz Claiborne. So I'm going to have to look that up and see what that was. Now, I know that Liz Claiborne was sold in JCPenney's. I do know that. And I believe we still have a JCPenney's open over in Ohio. So, but the label looks older to me. You know what I mean? It's an older label. But anyway, right? Don't you just love it when you buy something and you're just so absolutely thrilled with it? I know. I am too. Okay, so I'm just going to be fancy and I'm going to wear this shirt, okay? I'm just going to be fancy. I wanted to tell you all something. Well, you are, Mom. You are. That's why I keep telling you to stop wearing the jeggings. Okay, So, we go to the hut every single Friday night. Well, not every single because my ginger snap doesn't like the hut. Mimi, I don't like pizza. Well, guess what, ginger snap? You do like pizza, but we're going to Five Guys instead because Mimi wants you to be happy. So we went to Five Guys. But anyway, so Chewy and I went to the hut. We love it. We always, and let me tell you all something. I love it so much when you message me to let me know that you all had a hut night too. You know what I mean? So I love it when you guys let me know things like that. So we always get the thin and crispy veggie lovers pizza. Okay, that's what we get. We love it because it's like a cracker. It's like a saltine cracker. The crust is, right? I know, Fran. I know. And let me tell you something. That was a sacrifice because you know how much I love my pizza on Friday nights. I work all week long to have that pizza on Friday night. But that's okay because I had my burger on a bun. So it was basically just the same thing. So we get the thin and crispy veggie lovers, right? Well, Marlena, who is a fabulous server, she took Peggy's place because Peggy retired, right? Marlena brings us a sample of a new line of pizzas they're doing at the hut. It's called Tavern Pizza. Okay? Now, there are, I believe, 4 different tavern pizzas. Okay? And she brings us the ultimate, I think it was, which had like the sausage and the pepperoni, and it's really good. Now, the reason it's tavern is because it doesn't have an edge crust on it, right? So it's just like a flat pizza, and that's what makes it tavern. So if you're interested and you have a good hut that you go to, look into their new tavern pizza, okay? And see if you like it. But we got a sample and we like it. So we're deciding whether or not we're going to get a full pizza this coming Friday fun night. We'll see. Thin and crispy, but it doesn't have the edge crust on it. It doesn't have that edge lip of a crust. And let me tell you, a little bit spicy, like a tavern. Because like a tavern is a little bit spicy, right? They sell big pints of stout beer, and the waitresses, have the milkmaid dresses on. Think of like that, like spicy tavern, spicy pizza. But it was good. It was super yummy. So, and can I tell you, I'm getting into spicy things. You should see how many shakes I do of the red pepper flakes on the Pizza Hut pizzas. The thin and crispies. I'm like doing this with the red pepper flakes. Oh, look at that sleeve. I'm in love. I know. Zip it, Lala. Zip it. We don't care. So anyway, those are my goodies. Those are my... David. Look who's here. It's Jolly Boy. Oh, he sees himself in the computer. There's my Jolly Boy. Say hi to all your friends, Jolly. Say hi to all your friends. Say hi, Jolly. He sees himself in the computer right here because I'm using Louise's laptop again. I'm close to making a decision. I know, Fran. Look, Jolly Boy. Say hi to all your friends. I know, David, right? Remember when I first showed you? He fit into the palm of my hand, and I will not try and fit him into the palm of my hand right now. He was playing with the shoes down here. Weren't you, Jolly Boy? Give me a kissy. I know, Jen, right? Remember, I know he's two handfuls now. Remember how milky his eyes were? That's why my friend, okay. That's why my friend, when she came over and looked at him, she thought he was a week younger because his eyes were not clear yet. Because I guess like they open their eyes at a certain time, but their eyes are like real milky looking, like you can't see their eyes through the film or whatever. I don't know. Let me tell you something. He's drinking out of the, yes, yes, Jen. Yes, he is. Yeah, Mom, it is. He's not going to be slick like Sir is. He's drinking out of the water dishes, the big cat water dishes. He's eating their food. We have his food over here. He's using the big litter boxes now in the cat's room. He's learning. He's learning. I know, right? He is learning. And we are so happy that we purchased the privately manufactured vaccine for him, right? Because that really calmed my nerves about having him vaccinated with the distemper and the upper respiratory. You're going to see him right here because he is. Look what he does. Okay, so that's a tissue box, right? So what I've had, he's going to knock it off. That's a tissue box that I got at the Goodwill. It's a high rectangle one, and the tissues come out the top. Well, he will grab the tissues with his little razor blade claws, and he tries to pull the tissues out. So what I had to do was I had to stick the tissues down underneath the plastic, on the top of the tissue box, down underneath there. I had to stick it down underneath there, and he still tries to get them out. So that's what he does. So he's sitting on the corner of let's see if you can see him. Nope, you can't. He's right beyond the baskets there. So anyway, so he's doing so well, and I thank you all so much for being such fans of him. He is quite the rascal already. So we'll see. I know he thinks well, let me tell you something. If you all remember Pom Pom used to go for the tissues also. So Jolly goes for the tissues, although Pom Pom would eat the tissues. Yeah, it is a good sign, Jen. You're right. It is. And let me tell you something. There's nothing here that, other than a couple of things, there's nothing here that I would be upset if he explored or, jumped up on or anything like that. Our animals, our cats, have the run of the house, right? We don't, we let them up on our beds, and we're fine with that. So they have the run of the house here at Lilleybugglane. There's just a couple of places like the steps. Chewy doesn't think he could do the steps yet. Could you imagine if this had shoulder pads in it? It would be totally 80s, wouldn't it? But anyway, so he's doing great. And I thank you guys so much for being so excited about him as much as we are, because I'll tell you, if we were into designer cats, right? Because we would rather adopt than shop. My ultimate cat would be a Maine Coon. Right. Oh, your dog thinks he owns the house? Right. He does. He lets you live there, right? He lets you live there, just like our cats let us live here. Right, Jen. That's what I just said, right? Right. Karen, are you on live chat? Mom, are you on live chat so that you make sure you see everybody's comments? Remember, I told you guys, my sister and I figured it out the other night. I wasn't on live chat, so I was missing some of her comments. She wasn't happy about it. So anyway, okay, good. Yes. So this week, we're going to have lower temperatures, so that will be nice. We are expecting some storms on Wednesday, which will make it fabulous. That'll just add to the conspiracy theory circle time, won't it? It will. And Chewy and Louise have golfing league. They want to get out and try and do a quick 9 holes at some point this week. So that's what they'll be doing. I'll just be doing my normal stuff here around Lilleybugglane, doing my walking. I got to get that half marathon in. I have 1 week left. I got to get it in. If I could see you like in Zoom, so you're talking about like having everybody in the same room, Mom? We might work on that at some point. We'll see. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? That would be cool. We'll work on it. We'll see what we can do. I have to make up my mind first. Between a laptop and a desktop, I think I've made my decision. I do. I think I've made my decision. But it's tough to make a decision because I don't want to make the wrong one. But Chewy says I have to make the decision. So I got to make the decision. Sometimes I'm like, let me think about it a little bit more. He's like, no. Let me think about it a little bit more. No. You don't look almost 80 on Zoom, Mom. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. I fell down a rabbit hole. I don't know how I fell down this rabbit hole. I don't know how. Okay. So you all remember Lisa Remini, right? And you remember that she escaped from Scientology, right? And we all know that Scientology is the cult that Tom Cruise belongs to, Kirstie Alley belonged to it, John Travolta, the convicted rapist Danny Masterson belonged to it. A whole lot of people belong to it, right? A whole lot of people. Oh, you could! Jen, you're right! Oh, you're right. Okay. That will be a goal, is to have a circle time Zoom, right? So that we can all show off our fur babies, right? That would be fun. Although my sister has 2 big dogs, so she'll have quite a task getting them up on her lap to show them in the Zoom, right? Right. So anyway, so I fell down this rabbit hole because I started watching Andrew Gold, is that his name? He's from Britain. He's an former broadcaster. They call them presenters over there. And for some reason, I know Fran's got a lot of animals. Can I tell you something? My ginger snap has a bearded dragon. No, she has cats. My ginger snap has a bearded dragon. His name is Fireball, right? Yeah. Mimi's not going to come to your house with that bearded dragon there. I certainly am not. I'm not. I'm not. I don't like reptiles. I don't like rodents. I don't like birds. I like birds that are outside, not birds that are inside. No. Not at all. But anyway, so Andrew Gold has a YouTube channel, and I don't know how I fell down this, but it's ex-Scientology people, high up ex-Scientology people, and they're telling the stories of Scientology and Tom Cruise and what kind of person Tom Cruise is behind the scenes. Yes, Fireball. That's the bearded dragon's name. That's the bearded dragon's name. So my daughter-in-law and the ginger snap have a soft spot for animals, any type of animals. And apparently Fireball was going to be abandoned, so they took Fireball in, and my ginger snap just loves Fireball. So yeah, and it's not a little bearded dragon either. It's like that long. It's big. It's big. I've never seen her in person. But I don't want to see her in person, to be quite honest with you. I don't. I don't like gerbils. I don't like hamsters. I don't like guinea pigs. They're cute to look at, but I would never have them in my house. When Bunny was little, we had a bird named Tom, a canary, and went in one morning and Tom was dead at the bottom of the bird cage, and that was the end of the birds. And then when he was little, he had fish. Louise had fish when she was little, just in a little fish tank in their room, like goldfish or guppies, those neon guppies. And we've had one dog, and I've always grown up with cats. Luckily, my mom and dad, they were cat people, and we always had cats growing up. And then when Chewy and I got married, we had a cat, and then we got a dog when Bunny was a little boy. So we've always had animals, or I've always had animals in my life, and but not hamsters, not nothing like that. No snakes. No. I don't want any snakes. So anyway, so I've been watching these right. So you get to see them, and then they get to go, right, Anna Marie? Just like grandchildren. Right? Just like grandchildren. Let me tell you something. Cats are really easy animals to have because they basically take care of themselves, right? If you need to go somewhere for an emergency for a couple of days, you just put out extra food, you just put out extra water, you put out an extra litter box, and you can go. And they can take care of themselves. They probably prefer that you leave, right? They probably prefer that you leave. And but with dogs or with hamsters, well, I don't know, because we've never had rodents. But with snakes, you got to put the crickets in and make sure that the heat lamps are on and, all that kind of stuff. Fish are pretty easy too, because you get that big fish cake and you just drop it in the water and it falls apart over time. And then you come home and you've got 5 dead goldfish floating in the top of the tank because they died. And then you got to have a funeral. You do. You got to have a funeral. So, but anyway, we all love our animals. We do. We all love our animals, and that's a good thing. They bring us a lot of joy, and I think that we bring them a lot of joy by taking care of them as well as we do, right? And I know people that take way good care of their animals. So, Anna Marie, my parents don't have any animals anymore. When their cat Charles, when he passed away, that was it. They certainly liked Hobo. When we had Hobo, they certainly liked him, but I wasn't going to give him to them. So they don't have any kids. They don't have any animals. Oh, yeah, the rabbit hole. So I'm watching these Scientology videos where the Scientology people are talking about Tom Cruise, right? And how he is not a nice person. He's not a nice person. And how it is believed that there is money laundering being done through his movies. What movie franchise does he do? Because there's only him and there's one producer. It's down to one producer, him and this one producer. And people believe that's what's happening is Scientology is laundering money through the movies that he is making. I've heard a lot of people say Mission Impossible. I've heard a lot of people say that Tom Cruise is not a nice person. And they tell the story of Katie Holmes and how she escaped the marriage with Tom Cruise because he was supposed to marry somebody else, not Penelope Cruz. He was girlfriend and boyfriend with Penelope Cruz, and then she wouldn't denounce her religion, and her dad would not allow her to denounce the religion, so they had to break up. And then Scientology paired him up with another Scientologist, Nazine Bakaram or something like that. I believe she's British. She was another Scientologist, and they were going to be a couple. Well, he got some kind of award or something, and she said, "Job well done" to him. Well, apparently in Scientology, you don't say that to somebody that's above you in Scientology. So they had to break up because she was below him in Scientology. Because I guess there's these different bridges or something. I don't know. I watched a couple of documentaries about Scientology. Now, I remember the book Dianetics when, yes. Do you know, in this documentary that I watched about this, now Scientology is a cult, okay? They have taken over Clearwater, Florida, down there. They've covered up crimes that their celebrity cult members have committed, and we know that because of the Danny Masterson trial. And there's been murders also that have been covered up because Scientologists don't believe in medical care. So there's been people that have died under suspicious circumstances in Scientology. But anyway, they bullied, yes, Jen, they bullied the IRS agents because there was this one particular agent or two particular agents that were keeping the Scientology. Right. Yes. And yes, Anna Marie, Shelley Miscavige, yes. And Leah Remini keeps asking the police in California where she is, and nobody knows where she is. And apparently, David Miscavige, who runs Scientology, nobody has seen him for months and months and months. Nobody has seen him either. So they're very, very interesting. If you are interested at all in Scientology or learning about like cults or, it's kind of like true crime. You know what I mean? Check out Andrew Gold, his channel on YouTube, and the Scientology playlist, because he talks to ex-members and they talk about like the brainwashing, how it's very similar. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people think that L. Ron Hubbard was a CIA operative and that he was running psychological operations, and that's how it all started. That's how it all started. Because he used to be a science fiction writer. He used to be a science fiction writer. Maybe a little bit, Jen. That might be a little bit of it, maybe a little bit. There's more of a hint at Saturday at the Sink. If you saw that, there's more of a hint there than that. But it's very interesting when you fall down a rabbit hole, you know what I mean? And you don't mean to fall down a rabbit hole. Well, I fell down this one. You know what I mean? No, Mom, not anymore, because the people that left that I was watching these videos, they were like, they don't have the people anymore. Their numbers are going down so fast because, you know, the ex-members are going public and giving the people that are stuck in there, you know, the courage to leave. So their numbers are like dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. And the Scientologists are involved in trafficking. They're involved in human slavery. The Sea Org people only get paid $46 a week. And let me tell you something. Everyone that works for Tom Cruise is a Scientologist. If he has renovations done in his house, only Scientologists do it. Everyone is a Scientologist. And Katie Holmes's dad, who is a very famous matrimony and divorce attorney, he's the one that got her out of that marriage in 11 days. That marriage was dissolved in 11 days once Katie Holmes fled to New York because Tom Cruise was in Iceland making a movie, and she escaped from California to New York. And in 11 days, that marriage was fully dissolved. She got full custody of their daughter, right? But that was all due to her father. And apparently they had a prenup agreement that was like over 100 pages. I know. But it's very interesting to hear the things that go on. You know what I mean? And you can relate the things that go on in the Scientology cult to some of the things that are going on in today's modern cults, right? Well, I don't know, Mom. I thought so too, but there's a couple people that say no. There's a couple people that say no because they say she looks just like Tom Cruise. I don't think she looks like Tom Cruise. I think she looks like Katie Holmes, but who knows? But anyway, so there we go, friends. I just wanted to stop in and show you my goodies and chat with you all a little bit, since this coming Wednesday, we will be talking conspiracies. I'm so excited. Make sure you have your tinfoil hats ready. Somebody owes me a picture of a tinfoil hat, and I won't say who it is, but you know who you are. You know who you are. So there we go, friends. There we go. Right? The last week of June is beginning. It certainly is. Let's see. The computer went to sleep. How do I get it to wake up? I don't know what I do. It went to sleep. Oh, dang it. I missed that. How did that happen? I don't know how to get it back. Let me see here. I'm supposed to be able to press every button, unless it died because it didn't have enough juice in it. Space bar. Nope, nope, no space bar. It might have died. I want a picture. Send me a picture. Oh, I can't see it anymore. I don't know what happened. Let me close it and open it and see if that works. Nope. Oh, yeah, it did. It did. Okay, space bar. It lit up. What's going on? Okay, here we go. It must have fallen asleep because, oh, the battery's low. Okay, the battery's low. There we go. We're gonna, let's see if it comes back up. I've been using it as practice, so it says the battery is critically low. Let's see if it comes back up where it's supposed to. Oh, nope, it didn't. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, that is not an attractive freeze right there. It certainly is not. Let's see if we... Oh, there we go. It's not good to have it plugged in all the time, Mom. It's not, because it does something to the battery. So, okay, here we go. Yes, she does look like Katie. Thank you, Fran. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Jen, you need to send me that. Okay, friends, we're going to say goodnight. We certainly are. Yes, Mom. Thank you all so, so much for joining me tonight so that I could share my goodies with you. I know. And if you all find any great goodies, let me know. Let me know. Send me pictures. I love to see goodies. I certainly do. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Jen, for being here. Jody, thank you for being here. David, I'm so glad you were here. I'm so glad. Francine, Anna Marie, we're so, so glad you were here. I'm so glad. There we go. Listen, have a great, great week this coming week. Don't forget, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there or be square, because it is conspiracy theory night at Lilleybugglane. It certainly is, and you don't want to miss it. You don't. Oh, thank you for spending this time with me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I certainly have. I think of you all often. You are never far in my thoughts. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's all say it together. I hope you are happy. I hope you are happy. I hope you are healthy. Take your zinc every day. It is up to us, David. Zinc every day. And I hope you are safe. I certainly, certainly do. Really? Have a great, great week, everybody. I'll see you Wednesday. Have a great rest of the evening. Good night.